fucking YouTube. A lot of shit to talk about. A whole lot of shit to talk about. Let me make sure we got the sound good. Since I'm the engineer, the producer, and the co-host, I do all this shit. Sometimes in life, you have to do everything that it requires to be a winner. Yeah. You ain't gonna always have help in life. Fuck you thought it was. When you don't have help, you buckle down and you do what the fuck it takes. One thing that I was always told in life, ain't nobody gonna do it like you do it. Ain't nobody gonna do it like you do it. Ain't nobody gonna do it like you do it. Ain't nobody gonna do it like you do it. That sound like nigga? Hold on. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. All right, we ready now. We ready now. Michael Jordan fucked me up. I woke up this morning and I seen the Michael Jordan debacle. Did y'all see Michael Jordan? Did y'all see this shit that was posted? I'm like, wow, what the fuck is going on? Is everybody a pedophile? Is everybody sick? We about to have to start the whole world over. You know that? Because everything that we thought was the world was about, it seems like it was a fucking fluke. So I wake up this morning, right? And I said, damn, Michael Jordan made the front page news. When I see what happened was basically it's a Michael Jordan was at the NASCAR Daytona 500 race. And they had a little boy. And he was behind the little boy, touching the little boy in the booty. Yes, this is what he was doing to the little boy's bottom. And then he touched the bottom of the little boy's shorts. Now, as he's doing this, he's doing it like he's into it. Like, this is supposed to feel good or be funny. Ain't nothing funny about a man digging in a little boy's booty. That's what this picture shows, if this is a real picture. And it is a real picture. Because they had people that saying that they was at the NASCAR event and they said that it was ice. Ice that you put in a ice maker or ice tray and get cold and hard that was in the little boy's pants. And this is the reason why Michael Jordan was grabbing his booty crack. Now we have eyes. At some point in life, we can't go off of stupidity anymore. Stories, stuff that people are going to say to throw you off. You see what the fuck you see. And what the fuck I seen was a grown man that is showing signs of sickness. Now, for years, Jordan, you did your thing. I mean, you the best basketball player to ever live, to ever walk on this planet. On the court, Michael Jordan, you are fucking amazing. I mean, this shot. You got this shot. Then he used to do this right here. I don't want to get the lip gloss on me. You know, he used to do this shot. But when your character is being displayed, no matter what you did to entertain the people, you have to be judged for what we see. Now, I want to play a playback of somebody that was on, they basically defending what Jordan did. And when I see somebody going on the internet that see the same shit I see, and you make a statement to try to make something that I see with my own two motherfucking eyes that don't look right, you try to make it sound good. This is what this man said happened. Let's play the playback. We're in the kids' back. Hold on. I got to get the Bluetooth hooked up. Let me hook up the Bluetooth so you can hear this shit loud and clear. Because it's a piece of work. It really is. I mean, like, damn, I don't ask for this stuff to happen in the world. Like, y'all just going far and far. See, this what happened. Whoever created the internet, they didn't know that this shit was going to backfire. The internet has created a walkthrough where every fucking thing that's crooked about people, you can find out. They can't hide the shit. They can't cover it up. Come on, what's going on with my Bluetooth? Hold on. Yeah, hook up. BTA. Come on, hook up. Okay. We got it now. Let's play that audio. Here we go. Here we go.
We're in the kid's back, his waistline of his shorts, and chunks of ice that were in the kid's back area by his waistline of his shorts. And Michael Jordan was not grabbing his ass. Tyler Reddick's son had a chunk of ice.
Hey, stop. Did you hear this? This is what I'm talking about. People that try to cover up shit. When I see somebody that go on the news that's looking at a motherfucking picture that I'm looking at too, and you still saying that Michael Jordan is okay. See, this is the problem. And this is the reason why motherfuckers like Jeffrey Epstein existed. Just because it's Jordan, you saying it's okay for him to dig in somebody else's child booty because ice dropped down. Stop it. That's why we got parents. And see, this child's father, he needs to be checked. You cool with another man getting ice out of your child's bottom by digging in it? Let me show you something. If a child has some ice in it, and it will only be my child, I'm not touching nobody else's child, first of all. Let's start right there. All you got to do is touch their shirt. You see how my shirt is? Do this. The ice gonna fucking fall out. He did this for at least 10 seconds. And then he's smiling. Come on now. You can't, this is what the fuck we see. You busted, Michael Jordan. You busted. Now, we don't know if something else gonna come out of your past. It's probably not. But that right there, what you did, you cannot make that shit, you can't make that shit look good. Ain't no motherfucking way. I mean, I was like, damn. And I just think that it's gonna be a whole lot of other people in the future. People that we have, movies we done watched. Some of our famous actors. And they sick. You're gonna find out that they're fucking sick. And let me keep going, because it just don't stop. It don't fucking stop. If you got money and you're happy with your life, why you want to touch kids? I'm trying to figure out why so many evil motherfuckers in the world that like kids. Why is this becoming common now? There is so many fucked up people in the world. Stop. Okay, moving on. Savannah Guthrie. Now, they got a lady by the name of Nancy Guthrie, right? That was kidnapped. And this shit looks suspect to me. I'm going to just be honest. It looks like that this is an inside job. Now, this lady has been kidnapped now for at least a couple of weeks. She was last seen January the 31st when she was dropped off at her home in Tucson, Arizona after a visit with her family. Now, this is the thing. Okay, let's They got new evidence that's contained in the DNA that was basically recovered 2 miles from her home that was consistent with a glove that was worn by a person that was seen at the doorbell. Then they saying in a video that Savannah addressed the person who took her mother, who may know where she is, saying it is never too late to do the right thing. She's talking like she know who got her mother. First of all, people don't just get kidnapped for no reason most of the time. Don't get me wrong, they have weird, strange people that go out and commit crimes, kidnap motherfuckers, and you never fucking know who they is, where they came from. But no, in this situation, hey Myrna, I know you watching. Say hey. You don't supposed to be watching, but you watching. I can see you in here. Okay, Myrna? But anyway, uh, this is suspect. In the black community, you don't be seeing black people's parents and friends getting kidnapped like that. Like, for what? What is the purpose? And then, most of the time, if someone hasn't asked for money and you haven't gave it to them in a certain amount of time, 9 times out of 10, the person that they allegedly got is not even alive. God willingly, I hope this lady is still alive. But most of the time in these cases, the real cold hard truth, they don't. And I just feel like I have a theory and a conspiracy that I think in my head that this is family plotted. I could be wrong, but this is what I think. I feel like somebody in the family had this lady kidnapped and they're sitting back like they don't know what's going on, trying to collect insurance money. Yeah, trying to collect insurance money. It's fucked up. But I'm gonna tell you what's more fucked up. Y'all remember the man Stephen Twitch that died some months ago? They said that he overdosed. They couldn't find out. Well, no, basically they said it was suicide. He killed himself, but they don't know why he killed himself. It's is mighty strange that his wife has already got engaged. How can you move on that fast? This is strange. Now, Allison Holker, Stephen Twitch boss's widow, is engaged to Adam Edmonds. She announced the news on Instagram February the 12th, posing along her new fiance. Excuse me. She said it was the most romantic night of my life. I'm going to say that again. This was the most romantic night of your life. So your husband that you was just with that committed suicide, you didn't ever have a romantic life with him. This seems like this is a new beginning. Now, she was married to Steven from 2013 to 2022. She said, I'm so in love with you, Adam. Baby, I'm forever grateful for you and the impact you've had in my life and my kids' life. I'm a better person because of you. You helped me find me again and show me how to love. Every morning I wake up, I feel safe knowing you are my person at my side. You and your kids are coming into our lives has been the biggest blessing. When you lose someone that you love, if you truly love them, let's talk about that, because a lot of people be together 5, 10 years and they don't love a motherfucker. They in love with the habit of security. And most people that are together for years is because they have kids. I just dropped a bomb on you. Some of y'all are with people because y'all had kids. They not with you for you, motherfucker. They wish that they wasn't with you, but they doing it for the sake of the kids. It's a better situation if they stay together because of the kids. They don't want to be out there on their own and have to raise those badass kids by themselves with no help. Because a lot of women know that. They pay attention and they look and see that when women walk out of certain relationships with men that and they don't want to be there, they go through hell by themselves with them kids because the man ain't in the house no more. So he ain't obligated to do a lot of shit that he normally would do. He only doing the bare minimum. So that leaves all the stress to you. So just because somebody is with somebody for 10 years, just like Allison Hoker was with Steven Twitch, that don't mean that she genuinely loved him. That don't mean that everything was peaches and cream. And we don't know why he really died still. Was it really a suicide? Did somebody take him out and cover it up? Did he take his life because he found out that she's fucking the man that she got married to now? You never know. Steven Twitch, I mean, you just never know what goes on in life. But for her to say this was the most romantic night of her life, it just seems like a red flag to me. It really does. Like, cause when somebody been with somebody for 10 years, trust me, they not getting engaged that motherfucking fast. That's too fast. Like, they'll get with somebody. We ain't saying stop living your life. Come on, I ain't going that far. Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you why they not gonna really be willing to get married that damn fast. First of all, they thinking of the kids. And a lot of times, guess what? Your kids don't even be with you. A lot of time. Now I'm looking at the picture of the kids, a recent picture she took at an after party. And the kids look like, I wish daddy was still alive. Mama just out here in these streets right now, but ain't nothing we can do. We got to deal with it. That's how they look. They don't look like they happy on this picture. She look like she happy as a motherfucker though. Freedom, like a slave that just ran away. Cold game, man. Like if you know, if I'm married and I die right, I want my wife to be happy. I want her to move on. But god damn, we was together 10 years. We got 3, 4 kids. You got to do it that fast? Shit. Let time breathe a little bit. You know? Two shot after a friend was upset over a video game. Now this don't make no motherfucking sense. It almost went game over when 2 people were shot in Whitehaven in Memphis, Tennessee. They said Saturday night at an apartment complex, one of the gunshot victims told investigators his friend was upset. Basically, his friend was upset about losing the game and pulled out a gun. Excuse me. Man, every time I start doing the show, I gotta do burps. All kind of shit be hating on me. Life, I hate on you. Now, a struggle over the gun ensued, leading to a discharge where 2 people were shot. One man was shot behind the apartment while another person was dropped off at Methodist South. When the police came, they found the man laying down shot. And they saying another man was walking down the street when the shots was fired. You can't even play game with niggas no more. You see this? This is a case of too many guns on the street right now. That's all this is. Everybody want to be tough because they got steel laying next to them. See, I'm gonna be honest, and some people be trying to say this type of shit right here, right? You scary, especially some some young niggas that don't understand the game. Damn, OG, shit, you worried? No, I'm not worried about that because they didn't stop making guns. I have a gun. Most everybody in the world have a gun. But I'm not finna be around nobody that has to have a gun every single move they make in the course of a day. And they think I'm gonna be around them. You know why? Because I know you're a coward, first of all. If nobody is expecting to take your life, your life is not at risk. And every day, all day, you got a gun on you. Everywhere you go, you're watching and looking. You ain't who the fuck I need to be around. Go to the Army. Go to the Navy. But to think, I'm finna be around a nigga with a gun on him all day. I'm playing the game with you. You got a gun right there next to you while we playing the game. You got me fucked up. I'm not cool with that. What sense do it make? Hmm? And one time, I'm gonna tell you something. I told a cool cat, right? We was talking and shit, and I was like, "Hey man, I got a podcast. Come over there and get on there. I be talking about all type of stuff in life." He said, "Okay, cool." I hit him up, tell him to come through, get on the episode. First thing he say, "I gotta bring my gun." What? This is a talk show, bro. Everywhere in life is not a war zone. And most of you stupid motherfuckers with guns going where you going are not in war zones either. You just overdoing shit. I hate to see people that overdo shit for no reason. You get out the car, you go in the corner store, you like this. I'm gonna tell you the number one thing. I know y'all be seeing this. This what they doing there, right? This what they doing. This what they doing at the corner store. A nigga paying for chips at the corner store like this. This is the stupid. Do y'all know how stupid y'all look out here right now? And they think that's fly. If you got a gun and you need your gun for protection, nigga, put it up where nobody can't see it. You showing that you don't want nobody to try you and think you think that's gonna detour you. But let me let you in on a secret. Somebody gonna pop your ass, they gonna pop you. It don't matter what you're doing. Cause you showing your gun. When you show your gun, let me let you know something. All you street niggas that's ignorant. Not the street niggas that's intelligent. Because no matter what goes on in the world, we still have to respect everybody. That mean the 9 to 5 people, the street hustlers, the drug dealers. We gotta respect them, regardless if you want to or not. Long as if they not disrespecting you, you gotta respect people. Whatever route they take, that's their route. But you gotta respect them. People respect you when you said you want to work for McDonald's your whole life and retire. All you want to do is just work, get old and gray, and get a social security check when you get 65 and just wait on the graveyard. People respect that. You gotta respect people. No matter how they chase it, how hard they chase it, what they chasing. Everybody road ain't the same road. That's what's wrong with you motherfuckers. You think somebody else road supposed to be the same road as you. The fuck out of here. Stop it. Ja Rule. I'm on this street shit for a minute, then I'm gonna move to another area. Now, if you in your 40s, if you in your 30s to your 50s, you know about the 50 Cent Ja Rule beef. And then the 50 Cent Ja Rule beef. Ja Rule was a scary brother. 50 Cent won the battle. 10, all these fucking years later, do you know Ja Rule is still scared that beef was never over with? And he ran into Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder on the plane. They had arguments and shit, went back and forth. And he got off the plane. He was so scared he couldn't even catch his flight. Now, let me tell you something. You got me fucked up. You think I ain't gonna catch my flight. Give a fuck about how tough you think you is and how many motherfuckers with you. I'm getting on my flight. And this is what the fuck it is. But you know what that goes to show too? People don't grow up. Man, if you had beef when you was in your 20s and you 40 something there and 50 and you still got beef with the same motherfucker, both of y'all need to smack yourself. If nobody lost lives in the beef, it's no need. That's what a lot of people don't understand anyway. Beef is not because you don't like somebody. They don't like what you do. That ain't beef, nigga. That's jealousy, envy, stupidity. Beef is when somebody has lost their life on either side between people that's not cool with each other. That's the only time it makes sense to hold a grudge against somebody. I'm not finna be worried about mad at you fucking 10 years later. I had an ex-girlfriend reached out to me, right? This motherfucker say, you know I love the shit out you, didn't it? And you know what? I really believe at that time she loved me. But it's a thin line between love and hate. And she hates me to this day. But she reaches out every so many years to talk to me, to remind me that she hate me. And it's fucked up. Cause I be saying, damn, maybe she has finally got over being ignorant, because that's ignorant. If you was really with your man that you was with and bad things happen and you know your man was with, first of all, if you feel like that I wanted anything bad to happen while we was together, you should never reach out to me. But I know deep down in her core, she know that I never intended anything bad to happen when we was together. In life, good and bad happens. Nobody's perfect. It was nothing that I did. It was stuff that we chose to do. And along the way, when you choose to do, we both knew that certain things could happen. And I'm sorry that it happened, but I wasn't the motherfucker that did it. And I'm not going to take blame for it. If I let you know that at the time I was with you, I cared about you, I loved you. And if you can't get over something that I didn't do, it's stupid shit. That's just like if you with somebody, right? And y'all break up for a stupid reason. 5 years later, you like, hey, man, that shit over with, done. You either want to build a relationship, be cool, friends with this person, because we can't be together. No, we can't. Hotel hacks. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about hotel hacks. 25 people shared their hotel hacks, and traveling might never be the same again. Yeah, they hooked y'all up. We're going to get into some of the hacks that you can use when you're traveling that can make your travel experience easy. And, because sometimes your money low. You might have to check into a roach motel, a cheap hotel, one that's on sale, and you still want cleanliness. You don't want roaches. You want to be able to sleep well. At the least, when your money ain't right and you need to stay in a hotel, you want clean towel and hot water. And hopefully no roaches. Yeah, who ever been in a hotel, you laying down and you cut the lights off, and you wake up and you cut the lights on and roaches just run everywhere. You like, damn. And then the motherfucker you with had the nerve to start tripping. Oh, look, this is a fucking hotel. This ain't our house. This ain't my house. This ain't your house. I can't control what the fuck going on up in here. I didn't even know this was existed. I wouldn't have never checked in. But anyway, let's get into the hacks. When you come to stay at a hotel, usually all you want are the basics to relax, watch a movie on TV, get a good night's sleep, maybe English breakfast. One of the hacks that somebody said was, if you lose your charger, you don't have to spend one. Go to the front desk. Most of the time, now this doesn't apply at rinky-dink hotels now. But if you at a hotel like Holiday Inn, the Marriott, the Sheraton, most of the time, a lot of people leave their chargers and they have a box and they just put a bunch of chargers in the box. And you can just go down to the front desk and be like, do y'all have any spare chargers? And they'll give you one. But at a motel, hell nah, you'll never be able to use this hack. This is for only quality hotels. The number two hack. You know how sometimes you get to a hotel and the blinds don't be want to close and you got a crack coming in from the sun? Use a hanger. Use a hanger and clip the two clips. Now again, this has to be a classy hotel. This don't work in no cheap shit because they don't even have these type of hangers. So I'm learning that some of these hacks that people are updating are at top of the line hotels. This does not apply to motel. Another thing they try to do, right? Sometimes when you check in, they'll try to tell you, do you want to upgrade your room? Decline it. And they basically gonna give you that same room for free. They try to do this to get extra money. Like, why would you upgrade your room? You know what kind of room you want. That's why you obviously booked it. It was conclusive to your finances. You could afford it. This was what you wanted to spend at the time. Hack number three, travel with large tubs of alcohol wipes. So you can sanitize the remote, you can sanitize your phone, the knob, the drawers. Yeah, that is one of the nastiest things that do transpire the hotel when you touching doors, all that shit. You have a million motherfuckers going in and out the hotel room touching them doorknobs. I ain't even think of that. That is one for sure. Hack number five. Take all the shampoo, conditioner, and lotion that they got in that motherfucker. Even if you don't use it. Now, this is somebody that's just trifling, just doing shit to do it. That's like when you go somewhere and they got a basket of peppermints for people to stick their hand in. Them peppermints is for you to just take a little bit to keep your breath fresh. What you got some people do? They'll take the whole motherfucking basket of peppermints. And I ain't gonna even eat them. Go around and give them out to people. People just do shit just to do it. That's why now when you go to restaurants, motherfuckers give you one ketchup, two ketchups. You remember years ago when you used to go get something from Rallies or McDonald's or something? Motherfucker throw about 10 packets of ketchup in there. But you know what starts to happen when you do that? When the next person comes to get an order and they really want ketchup, They don't have no more. And then the company got to constantly reorder. So certain things that has changed, it do make sense. At first, I used to be one of them people like, damn, they worry about how many ketchups and shit they give you. And then I started doing the math and thinking about how niggas, yeah, I said how niggas do when they work for you. Say you got a box with 1,000 ketchup packets. If you got the right motherfucker in there that's stupid as hell, that packet would be gone in 2 or 3 days, that whole box. Because everybody that come in order, they giving them 10 goddamn ketchup packages. And next thing you know, they gone. Most people don't use that much ketchup. 9 times out of 10, you rarely catch people that's gonna just use 10 packages of ketchup. Those are people that mostly eat pizza, ketchup on their pizza, ketchup on their chicken, ketchup on their fries. You know what? I never understood, why do you motherfuckers put so much ketchup on everything? To me, ketchup kills the flavor of some of the most amazing things that you can eat. Pizza. You already got tomato sauce on the pizza and a motherfucker a squirt ketchup on it. Fries too. I think when you're eating fries, it's a certain amount of ketchup that you should put on there that makes the meal and make where you can taste all the flavor. Because I want to get a taste of the potato and I want to get a hint of the ketchup. I have seen people drench their fucking fries in ketchup. I'd be like, this is a fucking ketchup salad, a ketchup soup. You don't even taste the fries no more. I mean, that's wild. And this was the weirdest thing. Most people that eat ketchup like that don't eat fucking tomatoes. And that's how you make ketchup. That's how we so fucked up out here that a lot of people are not informed on how shit go. Hack number 11. Use your ironing board as a desk. Yeah. You on a business meeting, you traveling, you don't want to get out your bed and go sit down at the chair. Sit down at the bed. Let your ironing board up. Put your laptop on that motherfucker and get to work. That hack there can work. Now you can't put too much weight on the ironing board, but yeah, a laptop, even a cup of coffee. Cause some of y'all can't do y'all computer duties unless you got a cup of Joe. Hack 12. Put a chair in front of the AC to stop it from blowing directly on you. I already been tried that. Cause you know how some hotel rooms that you go in, they have the air conditioner blowing directly on the bed. Now that's one of the things I never did really understood about hotels because they can get you sick. Now some of them, they do have enough sense to have the air conditioner like a nice distance back, right? To whereas it's not blowing directly in your face. Those are the decent hotels. Now you're going to a cheap motel, that motherfucker like soon as you move to the side to step out the bed where you can put your shoes on, that motherfucker just blowing right there. You getting sick as hell like that. Just like motherfuckers who sleep in front of the van, sleep in front of a fan. I've never understood that. I know people that got asthma that sleeps in front of a fan. You wonder why you got asthma. You been blowing dirty dust in your goddamn nose your whole life. Some stuff be right in y'all face and y'all just can't see it. Hack number 14. TV remote apps on your smartphone are the best. Because if you have them on your phone, you can basically control the TV in the hotel. Yep. If you have a lot of apps on your phone, you can sync that motherfucker and cast it to the hotel TV and don't even have to use the remote. Hack number 15. A lot of times when you go into a hotel, you go get a toothbrush from the gas station, or you might bring it from the house, right? But you don't have a toothbrush holder. Take the cup. the cup that be at the sink for you to make coffee with, you take that cup, flip that cup upside down. Let me show y'all, because some of y'all be acting like y'all slow. This is the cup. The bottom of the cup is this. You punch a hole in it, and you stick the toothbrush in there. You don't have to worry about the toothbrush hitting the ground, touching the nasty sink. That's a good hack. I never thought about that. Which all you got to do is when you get ready to clean your toothbrush is run it under some hot water and soap. That's an easy way. Hack number 16. Bringing a multiple surge plug outlet. Because a lot of times when you're traveling, you have a bunch of devices that you need to charge and use. And you get to the hotel, they got one or two, three, or four. Most of the time in hotels, they only have maybe four plugs at the most. And two of them usually be taken up by the microwave, the refrigerator, or a lamp, or the TV. So you might have one or two sockets you can use. Bring a surge protector. It's just like a extension cord, but it's a safety extension cord. And you can use all your shit. Hack number 17. Roll up a towel and wedge it up under the door. Now, this is an old school hack that's been used for a long time. It ain't new. I learned this from a lot of people that smoked the weed before I thought about smoking weed. And they'll be like, that's when you had to worry about going to jail for smoking weed. Now that weed is legal in a lot of places, you don't have to really worry about that too much. Even though some states weed is still illegal in. But anyway, you take a towel, you put a little warm water up under there, and you basically stick it up under the door. What it does is block the smoke. That's if you're smoking in the room and you don't want it to come out. Now, it's going to still come out a little bit, but not as much as if you didn't have none under the door. Another reason why you can put a towel, and you can put a dry towel under your door at a hotel. If you stay at a hotel that the light is seeping up under the door and it's in the room when you cut the lights off, because a lot of us have had houses or apartments, and when you go in the bathroom or your bedroom and close the door, you see all the light shining through. Another reason why that towel is good too. Say you at a cheap hotel, you're broke, but you still need to get your rocks off that night. You put that towel up under there because it's loud as hell. Cheap hotels have cheap doors. You hear every motherfucking thing, and everybody hear you. You hear through the walls of who fucking. You hear who fight. You ever notice at a cheap hotel somebody always fighting or fucking? All the bullshitty shit that can happen happens at a hotel. Hack 18. Always check for bed bugs under the bed. This could save you. Check for crabs too. If somebody has crabs in a bed and you check into their hotel and they get on you, ooh-wee, it is not gonna be cool. Crabs, that motherfucker, they're serious. You wanna know why I know? Cause in the ninth grade, I caught crabs. I said it. In the ninth grade, I caught crabs. A lot of you have caught it, but you will not admit it. You want to know how I caught it? I didn't even have sex. I swear to God, I'm not lying. I would tell you if that would happen. I was planning to have sex. I got my auntie to rent a room for me. You know how when you be spoiled, you have certain family members that'll do it for you. And by me being a boy, you know, becoming a man, she didn't see nothing wrong with that. Shout out to my auntie. So she got that room for me. And when it was like 3 4 days before the room we needed to check in. I had got to book it early. So just so happened I got sick the day when it was time to check in. But it was already paid for. I already done told all my friends, fuck it. So I hit up everybody. I said, look, my auntie finna check me in. Y'all pull up, y'all come up to the spot, come fuck with me. Now, even though we underage, when one thing about life, when you want to do something, you make a way. We made a way and figured out how to get weed, food, and alcohol. And was not grown and legal to get this shit. But we had everything. So my partner and them get there, I'm sick, I'm coughing and shit. I'm like, damn, I feel fucked up. Now I still want to try to fuck me something now, right? And at this time, I'm still a virgin. So I'm scared. I don't really know how to talk to girls. I talk to them if they like me, but I'm not. I'm not the assertive type at that age. I'm kind of like you open the door up and then I kick it in type of dude at that age, right? So I didn't basically more of those story. I didn't get no pussy. They fuck like a motherfucker dog. And so the next day, I get home, I go in the shower, turn on the water. When that hot water hit my hair, ooh wee, Lord have mercy. I said, damn, what the fuck? I start scratching. The more I scratch, the more it is. So now I say, this couldn't be normal. Like, as I scratch, the more this shit itch. I tell my auntie, hey, auntie. She said, what, boy? Because I'm hollering so loud, right? I said, I can't stop itching. She said, what? She said, boy, you probably got crabs. I said, what is that? It's bugs that crawl all on you. Who you done stuck your thing in? I said, auntie, I'm still a virgin. I tried, I thought it was gonna happen at the room, but I didn't. She said, well, you got crabs. So they went to the store, they got some stuff called Rid. I never forget, RID. I had to shave all my pubic hairs off. And you put this cream all on you. You have to wash all your clothes, all your linen, everything in your room because you don't want to take no chances on these bugs surviving. Because crabs are just another version of bed bugs. So yeah, check your hotel. You don't want to get in that bed and carry crabs all the way home. You'll be mad as a motherfucker. And they spread so easily. If you sit in the car and you got crabs, everybody that get in your car gonna have them. Oh, just thinking about it. Why did they have to bring up that hack? Anyway, moving on. Hack 22. You can use their ice bags. This is for you people that just so germophobic. Now it's another option. Sanitizer. Just spray the remote. But if you don't have sanitizer, you didn't think, get the ice bag that be up there to put in the ice tray. Wrap the remote up and just touch the remote like that. These are some interesting hacks. They crazy as hell, but they cool. Another one. Hack 24. A little paracord in the bead. Basically, you can lock your door. If you want your door to be extra secure, you know how that little latch that locks in the little thing on the door? You tie a string around it and twist it in the knot. The door will not open no matter what you do. But the catch to that, if a fire pop off, you might not be able to get out of there because you're trying to get that motherfucking thing off. Now, this really for somebody that's worried about somebody kicking the door in. This if you cheating with somebody's wife. This the only time you need this hack. And you think her husband might catch you and kick the door in and unalive both of y'all. Hack 25. Put tape on the metal detector. Don't cover up the holes though. Everything except the hole. You can smoke and it will not go off. This is kind of extreme though. Cause what if, say you do that and then you go to sleep, right? And the hotel mysteriously catch on fire. And you still got that motherfucking thing up there. You ain't gonna wake up. So some hacks are not that. I wouldn't fuck with that hack. Just go out to the car if you can't smoke and you need to smoke or the smoking area. Don't fuck up that smoke detector because even though we live life when we like, ain't nothing gonna happen. I mean, why would it happen? You never know. You never know. And sometimes shit happens. How much money did government give ICE? The United States government in July of 2025 came up with an act called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. And guess what? They gave ICE 75 motherfucking $billion to immigration and customs. This don't make no motherfucking sense. That the world and the government that we live in gave ICE $75 billion and you got homeless people, you got all these people struggling in the world, and you gave $75 billion to some people to come and look for people that come from another country to take them back and lock them up. Get the fuck out of here. That's how you know we are living in a world where the world doesn't give a fuck about you. This ain't 1 billion now. I want to make sure y'all heard what I said. $75 billion. When this ice storm just hit across the world and people end up getting put out their place because they couldn't have enough money when rent was due because they was out of work for 2 weeks, when their lights got cut off, when their food got spoiled, we should have had programs in place to cover that. If we can give $75 million to ICE, we should have programs that when natural disasters hit, everybody in the world gets money to cope. Oh, they don't give a fuck about us like that though. It's more important to take people back to where they come from. Not you being outside homeless. Not you having a heart attack because you stressing. Not you killing yourself because you can't take life. 75 motherfucking million dollars. That's why these motherfuckers is snatching people out of the car and acting a fucking fool. They got paid real good. I wonder how much ICE are paying each officer separately. That's what I would like to know. How much are they paying each officer? 75 billion. I can't get over this shit. 75 billion. If you think I'm lying, Google it. But as soon as we need money, you got all these motherfuckers in politics that are always talking about inflation. Fuck you, crooked politicians and you crooked dick suckers. All you motherfuckers in the world is always talking about Republican this, Democrat this, the law this, the law this. You stupid and you ain't shit. You are on the devil's side of the game. I mean, I can't get over this. I'm going to keep saying this. The government gave $75 billion to ICE. Why? Why? Mm, mm, mm. Woo! Of the 75 billion, 45 billion is specifically designed for detention and 30 billion for enforcement operation, including hiring 10,000 new officers. It seemed like to me that these officers are making $1 million per officer. You just can't make this shit make sense. I will get into this later on, break this ICE shit down more and more. But you just tune into another one like the other one. Legend and Comic Show.